First question I got for you: how excited are you to get back in the ring early 2023 after not having too many fights 2022?
I'm feeling great, man. I can't wait. I'm real excited. Be on a big pay-per-view card like this. I can't wait to shine. I'm ready to get in there.
Now it is a good pay-per-view, and it starts at the beginning of the year. Do you think that's a good precedent for you? Because by fighting in January, now you have the rest of the year to, as I like to say, kind of hunt down some of those goals that you have going forward.
Definitely. Definitely. I feel like fighting in January is definitely perfect. I feel like I should be able to get at least 3 fights in this year, and that's the goal. 3 big fights this year, and nothing more, nothing less.
Now, yeah, I did a little research on your opponent because I think when the name came out, everybody, he's fighting Karen. That's the joke that's
Yeah.
going on. But after doing some research on him and seeing some of his fights beforehand, he definitely is someone that comes to fight. Were you aware of him before they let you know that you were going to fight him? And at any time since that point, have you kind of checked out his style, what he's about, and what are your thoughts on him?
No, I haven't. What did any research on him? I let my dad, my brothers and my team do stuff like that and different things like that. But no, I didn't know too much about him at all. But from what my dad and my brothers were saying, we got something for him.
How hard is it to fight someone when people consider you that much of a favorite? When the fights are 50-50 or even 60-40 or even a well-known individual, how difficult is it mentally for you to get up, especially at this point of your career where the big fights are kind of lingering right around the corner?
It's not hard for me at all. I take every fight seriously. I don't sleep on nobody. I train every fight that I have. I train like it's a world title fight. I treat it like a world title fight. I'm not worried about what nobody else saying. I don't care. I'm going there to do damage and go home. Like that's it. Go ahead, yeah. Get a knockout, bring that IBF interim belt home, and, go chill with my family. So I don't care what nobody say. I'm just always locked in, and I'm always focused on my opponent that's in front of me. Never overlooking them. And we're gonna be ready January 7th.
Man, I want to talk to you about that because with your one fight that you did have last year, it didn't go long. And we hear the expression that fighters don't get paid overtime. But for you, is it something where you would like to get maybe a few rounds, to kind of get back in the groove with that? Or is it like however the fight goes, If you get them out of there early, you get them out of there early. If it goes 8 rounds, it goes 8 rounds. But do you feel like you need some rounds, going into this fight?
No, I don't feel like I need rounds. I feel like I go wherever the fight goes. Wherever the fight might go, don't matter to me. If it go 8, it go 8. If it go 12, it go 12. If I knock him out in the first round, we're gonna get paid for overtime. So it don't really matter to me.
How did it? Yeah. How did it feel? You kind of got dragged into the whole Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence situation in the sense that you had obviously nothing, to do with that. But they see that you're lingering there in this division where, people want to see these exciting fights and you're an exciting, fighter. In your ideal world, would you be able to get one of them, next if they can't figure it out, themselves?
Hopefully, like I said before, if they don't fight each other, I'm always available. And then those are main two guys that I want. They 2 great fighters, but I want to show the world, that I'm on a different level and I'm him. So give me them 2 guys or whoever. I'm ready. I want to take them belts for them.
Not even speaking for them specifically, but do you feel, especially as you've shown your skills and how you got more exposure, that some of these guys in the division, some of the older guys that have been there for a while, when your name comes up, they start to look the other way. They start talking about other things. All of a sudden, there's a lot of excuses and all of these type of things. Do you feel that you're a little bit of a boogeyman in the welterweight division?
I mean, that's what they say. They call me the boogeyman, but it is what it is. I mean, if we get them, we get them. If not, so be it. I see one of them at 54. So either way, I feel like I'll run into him.
You're gonna chase them. Wherever they go, can't run, they can't hide.
They can't hide for too long. Wherever they go, I'm gonna be right there behind them.
And finally, this is an IBF eliminator. So the IBF that's currently held by Errol Spence. If for whatever reason, let's say Errol Spence decides to fight somebody else, or he fights, Bud Crawford or whatever it may be, do you feel like the IBF, you being, the number one guy, if you win this fight, they should have you fight for that title if Errol, does not want to agree to that fight with you? They should, take that belt from him and put it on you? Or do you prefer even to be more patient and wait because, to beat the man, you want to kind of beat the man and not have it kind of being a vacant title and things like that?
Well, like you just said, if I got to fight for a vacant title, that's fine. But, I'd rather go take that belt from that man, go take that from him. So if it was up to me, I'd rather fight him, but if I got to fight for a vacant belt, that's fine too. So either way, it don't really matter. As long as I get my hands on one of those belts, and then once I get my hands on one of those belts, it's time to collect the rest and then move to 54.
Yeah, well, last question for you, and just to point out, once you get the belt, they can't run anymore because they have to get it from you. So that's why they want to hold on to it so hard, because they know once you get it, then they got to come through you to get it as well. And just kind of the last question, it being a pay-per-view, a Gervonta Davis pay-per-view, that brings out a crowd. He always sells out. They're very energetic. It's in DC, more of our people, let's just be honest, in that area. How important is it for you to kind of put on that show for the fans, all the people that are behind you? Obviously, Philly's not too far away, so you have your own fans coming in. Big show, big opportunity against a guy that knows if he beats you, his career is made. How important is it you to put on a show? And then when we leave that pay-per-view, you say, man, everybody's on social media like, you see what Boots did?
Yeah, that's the goal. I'm here to steal a show. I know Tank the main event, but I'm here to steal a show, take over the show, and have the best knockout. And the best performance. So that's what I'm looking to do. Looking to open people's eyes. Let the world know I'm here. And things like that. And they're gonna see on January 7th.